Good afternoon, students. Am I audible? Hello, am I audible? Okay, is there my screen is visible to all? Is there my screen is visible to all? Okay. Should we start? Only last point is remain from our syllabus that is the JDBC. Okay. So today I will show you how to connect MySQL to Java program. Okay, that program is done in my laptop. So today I will able to show you. Okay, so in previous lecture we have covered completely theory part, means how many drivers are there, which driver is useful for which type of a database likewise. Okay, so today we will directly move towards how to connect our database to Java program. Before connecting database, first of all I have created one simple table in the MySQL. That table is nothing but the name of table is the employee, that is the EMP I have given. In that uh, these three columns are there: ID, name, and age. Okay, so only simple table I have created because due to that network means connection issue of database. Uh, right now that database is connected successfully, so I'm showing you that program. So first of all, understand what you have to do while implementing the JDBC program. Okay, I will show you step by step how to do JDBC programs. First, what you have to do, you have to download the jar file having name as, I will show you that name of a jar file. MySQL connector. Okay, so this is the jar file. Okay, we will wait for 2 minutes and then we will start. This part is useful for database also. That's why you should know the basic connectivity. Then and then only you can connect your database to Java program. Okay. So first, what you have to do, you have to download the MySQL connector.jar file from the net, and you have to paste it into. I have pasted it into JDK JRE leave extension. I will show you in Java. In JDK JRE folder is there. In JRE leave folder is there, and in leave ext extension folder is there. Here you have to paste that jar file. If you are executing it from Notepad, then after pasting this file into this extension folder, you have to follow one step. Should I repeat this process once again? Yes. Should I repeat this process once again? How to connect your database to Java? Yes, students. Should I repeat this process or okay, Vaishali? Okay, so once again see here what you have to do. You have to download the MySQL jar file from the net. You have to move inside this C drive. If you have installed Java in the program files, you can move on that folder. Otherwise, whatever folder out of these two, whether you have installed, you have to go inside in Java, your JDK, whatever version is there, JDK. In that JRE folder is there, JRE lib library files are there. Lib means library files. In that ext means extension. Name of folder is extension. Here you have to paste that mysql connector.jar. I have already pasted. That's why you are seeing that. But if you are doing for first time, then you have to move inside in that folder and then you have to paste that jar file in the ext folder. Okay. If you are running this program on the notepad, then what you have to do, you have to follow one simple step, that is the set class path. Okay, like we are setting the set path for running the Java program, right? In same fashion you have to set the class path. There are two ways. One is the temporary, like a set path we are doing. Mostly we are using the set path for basic programs, and another one is a permanent, means moving inside the executable files, like okay. So in that you can use the both the options, either temporary or permanent. Okay, so whenever you want to set the class path, what you have to do, you have to move inside that particular folder, whether you have pasted that jar file, you have to copy that path, and in front of that path you have to again mention one backslash and then name of that jar file, then your connectivity will complete. Okay, otherwise connectivity will not be fulfilled. So you have to follow that step while executing the JDBC programs through Notepad. Means first you have to set the path, then set the class path. Process is one and the same. Set path is equal to, in double quote you are mentioning the this path of that bin folder. In same fashion you have to paste the set space class path is equal to, you have to paste this path and you have to mention that jar file. Okay, sometimes in some sites they will give you the version of that connector, so there may be different availability of connectors, so according to that you have to give the names of that folders. Okay, so this is the way to set the jar file through Notepad. Means whenever you want to run the JDBC program, that file must be present in the extension folder. But whenever you are running this program on the Eclipse or NetBeans, right now I'm showing you in Eclipse, what you have to do, in which project you are executing those program, in that you have to move inside that project build path. There is one option after right clicking on that project build path, in that configure build path. Okay, in that configure build path, after that you have to move on libraries. Here add external jar option is there. Whenever you will move inside that libraries, there is a add external jar option is there. You have to click on it and you have to give that complete path, and then you have to select that jar file. Okay, you have to move inside that folder, you have to select that jar file and click on the open, and after clicking on that open, that file is get open in that libraries, means that file is act as a one connector between MySQL and your Java program. And after that just click on OK, means your connectivity problem is solved. Okay, that connectivity is important. If that connector will not work on your machine, then check any other connector, then and then only your database will connect to your program. Otherwise that program will not execute. It means it gives you exception. Okay, so this is the basic connectivity between database and your program. due to that connector issue, I'm unable to show you this program in the previous lecture. Right now I will able to show you. Okay, understood? So first I have created one database having name as a Sonu, and in that I have created one table EMP, that is the employee, and in that I have given names as a I have already shown you in that table ID, name and age. Only three columns are there, and in that only one value is there. So before moving its execution, first understand this program. Okay, this import statement contains all the classes which are required to connect your database with Java program. After that, in try block, you have to write the complete code, because if that database is not properly connected, it must fetch the exception. Okay, it does not fetch the error. So for that connection building, you should write that program, means main program in the try block, and remaining that is not connected with your database, you can write it outside that try block. Now see one by one. This is the class. Okay, in that you have to mention the which type of a database you are using. Here we have from my side I have used the MySQL. If anybody having Oracle database, then this connectivity driver is get changed. Okay, so according to that you have to set the for name. Means if you are using the Oracle, then name is the different. So I will show you that name, or I will give that name only. If you want to take it, you can take down. Okay. So if you are using the Oracle, then here com dot we have written here com dot mysql dot jdbc dot driver for connecting our Java program with MySQL database. If you are using the Oracle, then here you have to mention as oracle dot jdbc dot driver dot oracle driver. Okay, so this is the difference between connectivity portion. Okay, so this is totally related to load the driver class in your program. Okay, so only that part you have to remember while doing such a programs. Okay, so it will use for loading the driver class into your file. Then you have to create a connection between that database and your program. 1 minute. Okay, you have to mention the connectivity with your program. So what you have to do, this is the connection class, you have to create its object. Then this is the driver manager class. It means it will connect your connection, means your complete MySQL database with that driver to fetch the values from that database. So you need to use the driver manager class. Get connections means connection must be get completed. Then this is the complete path of your database. This is the complete path of your database. Okay. So this is the local host and its port number is 3306. While maintaining that connection, please check your port number, whatever you have given to that database, because according to that, that port number, your connectivities depend. Right now for my database 3306 is the actually this is by default port number. If you want to change it, you can change it, no issues. And this is the name of my database. Okay, in that root is the username and root is the password for my MySQL. Okay, so if you have set any other password, you have to mention it over here, because due to username and password we cannot enter inside it. So you have to mention the correct username and password while doing the connection. Okay, so this is the simple way to connect your database to driver manager. So that driver manager will make a connection between your Java program and your database. Okay. Then statement is the class. There is a basic use of a statement. I think you have already seen in the database. Okay, because that part is present in the database also, means in the some experiments you have to do that connectivity also. So some of you have already learned that, but many of you have not there to complete this portion, so I will repeat those parts. So third, this is the third step. Okay, first is the setting the driver class, means loading the driver class. Second one is the connection. Okay, this get connection process. So this is the second step. Third step, create the statement object. Okay, so here I have created one statement object and I have connected it with this database connection. Okay, then fourth step is the execution of a query. Means if you want to insert some values, if you want to delete or print all those values from that database or from that table, you can use the execution part. So first you have to use the result set. I will explain you one by one how to use it. For just while, only remember that result set we have to create its object, and statement and execute query. Those two work together to fetch the values from the database, and this is the simple query to print values from that EMP table. Okay, then up to what values we have to print up to end of that table. That's why while in while loop rs dot next means if first row is completed, then we have to move forward, that is to second row. Likewise, whatever values or whatever rows are present in the table, we have to print on the console. That's why I have given this over here. So according to your requirement, you can give the condition in the while loop. Okay, then which values you want to print, because different columns are there. According to our requirement, we are fetching the columns. Okay, right now we have fetched all the columns, only 3 columns are there, but for printing purpose you should print in some sequence. Okay, so for that sequence, first one is get int. Why I have written here get int, because id is in integer format. So this is the first value, means first column in our table. That's why here written as a first. Then get string. Okay, whatever values are present in the second column are nothing but in the format of a string. Okay, this is the second column, and third column is the age. Okay, so this is also in string format while writing inside that table. So if we have written inside as a string, sorry, integer, you can take it as an integer and you can print over here console as an integer. So this is the fourth step, means execution of the query. And after execution, you should close all the connections which are present with that database. So for closing purpose, we have used connection dot close, means whatever connection we have built, we have to close it first. And this is related to database part. Okay, means if any exception will occur, means that table is not present in that database, or that database name is not present in that database, then there must be a exception. Otherwise, if that connectivity is not properly built, then also exception will occur. So to handle that exceptions, we have written that code inside the try block. Okay, so if such a possibilities are there, then that possibilities will be handled by compiler. And in exception, we have considered all the exceptions. So I will execute this program. Okay, so right now in that database only 3 values are there. Means 3 columns are there, and totally I have inserted a single value, that is the id one, name is ABC and age is 34. Okay, so according to your use, you can first create the database and you can add the values inside it. Right now I have not added, I have taken only one simple example. So according to our use, we can do it. Okay, so first take its screenshot so I can move further, because we are having different programs, but that program will be completed in the database. If not, then I will provide, otherwise in the revision I will take such a types of a program, but I am unable to take the programs having GUI because that part is not working properly in my laptop. So if from your side it is possible, that is making a login page with the help of database, you can do it, or you can implement it and you can take its screenshot and share with me. Okay, so this will be considered for your internal marks, don't worry about it, because whatever you are doing from your side, all things are get considered for your internal marks. Okay, so take a screenshot of it. Any queries regarding this program? This is a very basic program. Finished? Any queries regarding this program? Okay, so anybody of you have already implemented such a programs in database? If yes, you can mention here as a yes. I will not ask any type of example from your side. Just I want to know whether you have implemented such a programs in database or not. So if I got some lectures from anybody, I can complete those programs. That's why I'm asking. Yes, from both the divisions. If anybody has tried such a programs, then mention over here. I'm not asking any questions to you regarding such a programs. Only I want to find out whether that programs are completed or not. That's why. That portion is not completed till now. Yes, from both the divisions. Are you with me? Okay. So for lab test 1 and 2, 30th of November is the last date. 13 नोव्हेंबर ही लास्ट डेट आहे लॅब टेस्ट 1 and लॅब टेस्ट 2 साठी. Okay, and 25th of November is the last date for submitting the labs. Okay, already statements are shared with you. To in within 2 days I will share those folders, so you can upload that statement implemented examples on that folder. Okay, so A division start giving the attendance. Roll number 1 to 20. One to 20 over. A division 21 to 40. Don't repeat the roll numbers. When attendance start, then you are joining, right? 41 to 60. 41 to 60. 41 to 60 over 61 to 70. A division. Anybody is remain from A division? A division is completed. B division 1 to 20. 1 to 20. 21 to 40. 21 to 40. 41 to 60. 41 to 60. Forty-one to 60 over 41 to 80. Last B division. If anybody has remained from B division, they can mention their roll numbers. Okay, from both the divisions. If anybody has remained, mention your roll numbers. Okay. So you have to do one more task after completion of this program from your side. Those who are having laptop, they can do these programs. So you have to do one thing. You have to create a simple login page having username and password and simple login button. Okay. Whenever you are entering username and password, that must be fetched from database. That database name you can give as a login, no issues. Through that username and password is fetched, and then your login will be completed. After making login, that button text must be changed as a logout. Okay, that button is must change as a logout. And while doing such a process, one message box will be come on the another JFrame as login successful. Okay, and after uh, closing that window, and when you are doing the logout, at that time that logout again one JFrame will become in front of us as a log out is successful likewise. Okay, so you have to create such a program. This is not compulsory to all. Those who are having a proper connectivity of database with GUI functions, they can do this program. This is not compulsory, but this is useful for you. So those who want to implement such a types of a program, they can implement it and share those screenshots with me. Okay. Uh, right now, anybody has done this program or any other program other than this? They want to share with all. They can share it because we are having some time. This is the last bit of our syllabus. Different types of statements are there. I will discuss those statements over here so you can understand it very easily. I will give such a names one by one. Right now we have used the result set. Okay, so inserting query we are using such a. So if you want to insert the records inside it, you have to follow one step. I will show over here because right now only one statement is there. So we can do it very easily. Right now I will not add anything because uh, I required some time because that connectivity issue is there. Right now many of times I have tried and then connectivity is become successful. Okay. So how to insert the records inside that table? Up to this part, portion is one and the same. Means first you have to make the driver class inside your program, then connectivity, then create statement. Up to this portion, given data is one and the same. After that, what you have to do? We have to mention this query as okay. First, I have printed all those values. Okay, you know already all those values, so I will write about that statement over here, so it will be very easy. Otherwise I will write below that, so again we will use this statement to print it. Okay, so for such a types of a queries, what you have to do for printing, you are using the result set, right? For printing you are using the result set, but for inserting you can use one simple step as I will show you here. This is the object of a statement dot. Here you have to write execute. Now you can see here different statements are available in front of you. Out of that you have to use the execute update. Okay, and whatever you want to insert inside it, you have to select it. Right now I will insert one value, so I will use this statement. Okay, I will write it again. Okay, so inside it, inside update, different options are there, so I will use this string and integer one. But whenever you are using this type of operation, then there will be confusion. Okay, so to avoid that confusion, use the first one only. Okay, in that, in double quote, what you have to mention first, we are inserting into our database, right? So database name is a EMP. So here you have to mention it as insert into name of a data, sorry, table, that is the EMP, and what you want to insert, that you have to mention inside it. Okay, those values you have to mention inside it. Okay, that values are nothing but I will write here values. If it will generate error, then you can do one thing, you can keep all this data in one string and then pass that string over here. This will be also allowed. Okay, so here I will pass second value, means second ID, with name as, suppose that name is a XYZ. Then okay, 1 minute, it will generate error because we are inside the that statement. So, and age as suppose 20, and then complete the statement. So right now I have added one single statement over here. Okay, I will save this. Now you can see this program. Okay, some syntax errors it is generating. Don't worry about it because according to version that syntax will get changed. So you have to check the version, which version you are using, and according to that you have to mention the values. Okay. So first, while inserting the values, first check the version and then insert it. I have considered it as a randomly. Uh, so while inserting, do it completely and then means after checking the connection as well as the version, then use that statements. Otherwise, it will generate errors. Okay. So I will try it by using capital letters if possible. Then good. Because sometimes it according to that version and support of a machine. Okay, let it be. But from while doing from your side, you try it first, uh, and when you will complete this, share it with me. Okay, so or if you want to share it with your friends, no issues, you can share it. Okay. So this is inserting the value inside the database. Just I want to show you how to insert it. Uh, then again update record is there. For updation of a record, you have to use the uh, one method like this. Here you are using the execute query, but if you want to update it, there is a one query that is normal. You are using as a select whatever ID, first name like this. Your data is there, and you are replacing it with the help of some new values, right? So you have to follow the same syntax in the format of execute update. Here only you have to mention that updated portion. Okay, so this is related to update. After that, insertion is over, selection is over, updation is also over. Then delete the record. Deletion is very easy. Okay, because you have already familiar with that deletion portion. In execute query, you have to mention the query whether you want to pass inside it. Okay, I will try it once again. If done, then well and good. So I can able to show you. I will just try. If done, then good. Otherwise, from your side, you can try it. Okay, let it be. But for updation, deletion, and insertion, use the same format and use the function execute update. That is the method execute update. In that, pass that string, so it will work properly over here. And what else you want to change um, inside that table, you can do this. Okay, so you have to follow this process. So anybody has having any query? If no query, then we will stop here. Actually, here your syllabus has completed. While conducting the revision, we will see different programs with different functionalities. You have already learned in while the lectures, but you should know how to use all these methods in different programs. So for that, In revision, I will cover such a types of statements as well as the programs which are required for your interviews as well as technical aptitude. Okay, so in revision, there is a combination of all such a things, and hope so this will be helpful for you. Okay, if you are not having any queries, then we will stop here. No issues. No queries? Pratik, have you mentioned here as a yes?
हॅलो
EMP च्या पुढे स्पेस म्हटलं होतं का?
हा ते स्ट्रिंग मध्ये ईएमपीच्या पुढे स्पेस नाही आहे ना, मग ते ईएमपी आणि व्हॅल्यूज एकत्र
Okay,
येतात, त्यामुळे सिंटॅक्स मध्ये प्रॉब्लेम.
right, correct. Okay, 1 minute. I will share my screen. Yes, Pratik has given a correct error. Okay, I have see here. I have added here space. Earlier that space is not there. That's why it is considering as a one statement. Okay, so if when you add here, it will add this new value. Now, now I will not add this value. Otherwise, overlapping is there. So I will change here ID as a 3 to show you. Otherwise, we have to solve such a problems. Okay. So see here, third value is also get added. Likewise, you have to do the updation, means update query and delete query while writing in the S1 S2 like this, means while doing the string, or you can directly pass inside the update query, no issues. But if you are passing through such a string, then it will be very easy, because whenever you are writing over here, then it will feel like that there is a very big statement. So you can write in the string and then pass that string inside that execute update query. Okay, so this is the simple working of a JDBC: insertion, updation, deletion, and selection. Okay, so through this way you can create the tables also, you can create the databases also. Okay, so that part we will cover in the revision. Okay, because whenever we are in the revision, you are already doing complete work, means complete study of Java, so it will be very easy for you. Up till now, only consider this portion only. Okay. uh, yes, Pratik, have you completed these programs in this database?
व्हॉट मॅम?
This JDBC program have you completed in the database?
एकच केलाय मॅम.
ओके, म्हणजे स्टार्ट झालंय का तिथे?
हा.
ओके, राहिलेले प्रोग्राम्स पण होतील तुमचे, लवकरच होतील, कारण ते शेवटच्याच पार्टमध्ये त्या सिलेबसमध्ये डेटाबेसच्या. त्यामुळे हे जे आता आपण क्वेरीज बघतोय ना, त्या तुम्हाला तिकडे सगळ्या होणार आहेत.
हो.
ओके, सो एनी क्वेरीज फ्रॉम युअर साइड?
नो मॅम.
Okay, should we stop here?
येस.
Okay, so take care all of you, and we will stop here.